See all the moths and insects getting disturbed? That's why I like to leave a lot of this chicken area or free ranging area grow out a bit. I know you get the odd lantana bush and all that. I can cut them out by hand, I suppose. It's easy just to mow right over the top of them, stop them from coming up. But they really do enjoy going through, disturbing the, the bushes and the long grass, and then chasing the insects around and eating them. And they just go straight out. When you let them out of a morning, the poultry just love to go out, ducks and chickens, and do this, walk through the long grass, disturb the weeds and things. I mean, they nibble on the grass and weeds and certain things as well. They tend to know what's good for them and what's not. But mostly, there's one nibbling on some berries there. Mostly they will just disturb the plants and catch the insects. But yeah, they'll eat the wild berries and things as well. Really do enjoy themselves. Take it back a bit. That's the dam in the background there. I really was supposed to fix that dam. It's full, and it's been full now for a month or so, simply because of all the extra rain we've had. But through the middle of summer, it doesn't really hold water that well. In the meantime though, you're probably getting 4 or 5 months of the year, maybe 6 sometimes, where that is full. I'd still like to repair it. Next time it gets completely empty, I'm going to repair that thing. But anyway, it's full as anything now. And the chickens have seen me, so they're coming over to say hello. They've got probably 3/4 of an acre, maybe more, of fenced, dog and fox proof, predator proof fencing, electric fencing around here that they can go and have fun in. You can see they can even drink because it's so wet. We've got water running through the top of our hill down to the back of the property here. So the ducks love it, of course, and even the chickens can get a drink whenever they want. It's like a stream running through here, which is the perfect setting, really. You can see the fence posts are wet. They are a proper H4, I think it is, post, so they won't rot as easy. But I've had to put them in because of this back area. They're pretty solid. I cemented those posts in as well for extra protection. But I put them in when it was through the dry season, so I didn't have to dig through the slosh. You'd never do fencing down the back here in the wet season or when it's wet like this. And yeah, of course it's great for the ducks. They have always access to water to wet a bill and to look for slugs and frogs. And the chickens like to hover around my boots because as I walk around I pick up weeds, weed seeds, grass seed. I get stuck to my boots, and the chickens know this, and they come around and they peck them off whenever they see any. I think they've just cleaned me off just now. Yeah, all clean. There you go. There she is chasing some moths. So we can get a better shot of her. So they disturb them and then go chasing them. It's funny as, isn't it? Good little snack time. Little moths and insects. The drake, he's not as versatile. he seems to like his easy feed back at the chicken pen, but he pretty much follows her around all day. She's very active when it comes to foraging. Yeah, so I'll do a spin. Our house is up the top there, so we're about 100 metres down, and then the fence just ends in the corner here, near those two trees, and it goes around to the gate that's about there, that comes into the chicken area. There's the chicken pen, but you can't see it much, but it's blended into, but in fact the trees, a lot of the trees are part of the post for the netting. So that's the coop there and the quail pen there, and then it goes in a kidney shape around, and then it goes down into that bottom corner. And then that's not our property. It's like a catchment area, farmland, but they'll never dig that out. And it goes about 5 or 6 metres beyond the chicken fence line is the boundary of our property, and then it goes into the neighbouring parkland and goes down to this corner there, and our property is still in here about another 10 metres out until it goes into council or not farmland, but an easement for the council out that way. So we don't have an adjoining property next to us. The next neighbours is about 40-50 metres across, and then across from them is a strawberry farm. So that's about the boundary. You can see how the ducks are enjoying themselves, filtering all that mud. Yeah, it wasn't always like this, of course. I cleared this all by hand. Cleared as in took out the rubbish stuff, the small trees. I mean, if you look past our property into that, that's what our property used to look like, that dense shrub. But I cleared it all out by hand. Couldn't get machinery in here, obviously, because it's too boggy. And if I got a big tractor in here, I'd knock down too many of the trees that I wanted to keep. Plus it would just dig the place up and take a long time to recover. So I did it all by hand, just day after day, whenever I could, come down here, chainsaw and hand sawed, and made this treed area so that it turned into a wonderful, it's always under construction of course, but it turned into a really wonderful area for poultry. And that was the vision, and it worked out. And you've got the veggie garden up there where it's not treed, and of course it's mostly in full sun, which is what you want for a vegetable patch, and orchard on the left up there. Anyway, I'm yakking on with you guys and realise that I've left the duck bucket run over. So I'm down here just to fill up the bucket. Alright, catches.